3, 2, 1.
Right.
Hola, everybody. Hola, buenas tardes. This is Abelardo de la Peña Jr. con la Plaza de Cultura y Arte, welcoming you, all of you out there on this beautiful, kind of warm Monday, lunes, first day of the week. And welcome to En Casa con la Plaza. This is our series of programming that we've started. This is our 7th week, believe it or not, in which we're bringing you presentations, demonstrations, performances, conversations, all dealing with our Latino community and how we're basically sharing this while you're at home, sheltering in place, working out of the home, taking care of your kids, or just needing something to relax with on this wonderful day. It's been a couple tough, besides the pandemic, of course, we've had a lot of activity out in the streets and protests, and we support everything that's going on. But now a little time for diversion, a little time for nutrition, and a little demonstration of this wonderful restaurant on the east side of LA. And to introduce you to today's guest, we have with us today Jimena Martin, our Senior Director of Programming and Education, who will take it from here. So take it away, Jimena, please.
Thank you, Alvaro, for the introductions. And thank you so much for everybody joining us today. Today we have a very special guest. We have Milpa Serrano. She's the co-owner of Milpa Grille, which is on the east side. It was founded in 2018. Obviously with COVID, she had to shut down for a bit, but she reopened to April for catering, for takeout, for delivery. But she's been very, very busy. I know she's been working once a week with the Skid Row Housing Trust, but I know there's a lot of other things that she's been doing to help out with our community. So without further ado, Deysi Serrano from Milpa Grille.
Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. It's definitely this is new for me, the whole Zoom call thing, but I'm very excited. I'm going to introduce you a little bit to Maria Elena, who's going to be helping me. As you know, you might or might not see in the back, we're currently open, so it is a full-on kitchen, and it's in service mode. So bear with me a little bit here. So this is Maria Elena. Hi.
Maria Elena, thank you for joining.
So she's going to be helping us doing our Milpa Soup. And please, if you have any questions, do let us know. But yeah, thank you so much for having me, Jimena y Alberto. I appreciate you guys.
No, it's been great. We worked with you about 2 years ago with Hecho con Amor with our culinary art series.
Yeah, I was just telling Maria, it was beautiful. We had those 3 tables, full on 3 different stations. We did agua fresca, we did the Milpa Soup, and I think we did amaranth porridge as well.
Amaranth porridge.
Yeah, the dessert. So that was interesting, and I love to have. I just loved how everyone just was just talking and having fun and cooking and hands-on. So very excited. Thank you again for that. That was cool. Let's do it again, hopefully, post-COVID.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be cooking for us today?
So today we're going to be cooking our Milpa Soup, and it's vegan. I want to say you can make it vegan. The only difference would be we're using chicken broth as of today, but you can definitely replace this with your vegetable broth. And it's a lot of veggies. And again, you can always add chicken to it if you need to, but I think for now it's going to be vegetarian because of the chicken broth. But yeah, it's going to be a red tomato-based soup with your celery, your cabbage, potato, your calabacitas, so your squash, Mexican squash, and then some grilled tomatoes as well. So
great. Can you tell us a little bit more of how Milpa Grille came to be there on the east side?
Yeah, so there was this idea that we didn't have enough healthy options in Boyle Heights, and my partner, which is the other co-owner, he grew up here back when we had no roads, we had nothing, and so this idea of eating how we used to eat came to be, and then we did research, right, for many years, and then we had Milpa, the 3 sisters, right, corn, squash, and beans. That was the staple crop back in Mesoamerican. So it's just what we decided to do. So we just catered this one restaurant to do that, to cater to the staple crop, 3 sisters. And of course we have chicken, but it's just, I feel we have to adapt to what it is now, and many like this grilled chicken. And so, yeah, and it's vegan friendly. So we have all these options, vegetarian, vegan, chicken, but definitely on the healthy side as well. So
the messaging is beautiful. We also have a program very similar to La Troca, Sembrar Nutrición. y cultura, and it's all about the vegan life during Mesoamerican time. So when
Yeah.
we saw your restaurant coming up, was it 2 years ago? When you guys just opened up, it was just such a perfect mesh with the program that we do at Plaza and what you're doing for our community.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you guys want to start now or?
Please, please.
Yeah, okay. So Marilyn is going to take over for me a little bit. Here you go. We're going to switch. Let me move this for her. Is that okay for you guys, or would this work?
That's good. That's good.
That's good. Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing the Milpa Soup that we have here at Milpa Grille. It's like you said, a tomato-based soup. So what I'm going to start doing is kind of getting like my basic ingredients all diced up and cut up. And so the onion, I'm going to cut it in half. And I'll show you why I do it this way as opposed to like long ways. And then I'm going to peel it.
What kind of onion are you using?
I'm using yellow onions. Yeah, they're a little more tart than, let's say, like the purple onion or, you know. And then I'll cut it down this way. And then what I do with the onion to get it diced up is I do little slithers, like little cuts, almost up to the knob. So it's like almost up to the knob. All the way down, and then I do diagonal ones like this, maybe 2, and then it's like basically cutting into diced pieces. Just cut down, and it'll be diced up. So that's the onion. We're gonna have 4 ounces of onion. And then I can do some celery. So we want onion. Celery, we want 4 ounces as well.
How many servings are in this recipe that you're offering us for today?
It'll be about 3 servings, 4 servings.
4 servings. Okay.
Yeah, so it yields like a gallon of soup.
A gallon of soup. Okay, great.
So the same way, I just want to dice the celery in the same size as the onion.
How long have you been with Milpa Grille?
Say it again?
How long have you been with the grill, Milpa Grille? How long?
It's been like 2 months now. So I come in to do community service twice a week, and I help Deysi do the great labor that she does for the community. She's in that load for her a little bit, and yeah.
I like your chopping skills. Did you go to school or hands-on training there with Milpa Grille?
Yeah. I mean, I used to cook before, and so I have a little bit of training in that. And so now I have onion and my celery. And after that, I'm gonna put those aside for a little bit so we can get some of the other veggies going.
Okay.
So we're gonna peel some potatoes. I'm gonna peel 2 potatoes. I'm gonna rinse them first really quickly. I just want to rinse them really quickly, pat dry, and we'll peel them. I usually, if I'm working with potatoes, I like to soak them in water so they don't get brown. If I'm not going to use them immediately.
And what kind of potatoes are you using? And if we don't have that type of potato, can we use any other type of potato in this soup?
Yeah, potatoes are really versatile. So you can use like the little, if you're gonna use the petite ones, the little tiny ones, you don't have to peel them. You can just chop them like in half or a quarter, depending on their size. So I just cut them in half and then another half and then 8. So they're like little, like quarter-sized pieces.
Okay.
I have those potatoes. I'm going to put them aside for now in water. and then potatoes and calabacitas. And I will do those the same size as the potato. I'll do it in half, and then half once again, and then just thirds. And again, like if you don't have the Mexican squash, the yellow squash or the zucchini is fine. I tend to find that the yellow squash cooks faster, so you just want to keep that in mind if you want like the nice texture in your zucchini. But so they're the same, almost the same size as the potato. And these I also want to soak in water if I'm going to use them later. All right, and then cabbage. So with cabbage, you'll find the core, and you want to take that out before you use it because you're not going to want to eat that or cook it, you know. So just like that, you take it out.
Do you guys compost there at Milpa Grille?
No, not at the moment. Yeah. Slice it up, and it's like little confetti that will be used in the soup later at the end.
Yeah. So there's some questions again, I guess, like about the potatoes. I guess there's a question from Irva about a creamier potatoes. Because I know there's some potatoes are more waxier than others, but what do you got? Kind of, you use the russet potatoes?
Yeah, so there's Yukon and russet potatoes, and they both have like this like similar texture. I think the ones that are creamier are the yellow smaller ones. Because Yukon and both like they tend to be like bigger.
Yeah, I like the Yukon. I like the Yukon myself.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, and then so next, what I would do is I would take 4 tomatoes, which is a pound. Sorry about that.
It's a real kitchen.
Like stovetop or like an old pan that you can sear them in. And I had already done that beforehand, so I have corn that I did that with, like stovetop grilled corn and tomato. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take those 4 tomatoes, a pound of tomato, and I'm gonna blend it. I'll show you that right now. What I like to do with recipes, and this is just personal preference, but like get everything ready. And I always do this at home as well. Just get everything ready. That way, once you're cooking, you can just like go with the flow, and it'll just be easier the cooking process. But once after this, we'll be moving on to the stovetop, and I'll show you how to sear everything. And so I'll put 4 tomatoes in. With the skin and everything.
Those are nice, juicy tomatoes. Are those Roma tomatoes?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're really nice. And just so they blend easier, I'm just gonna put a little chicken stock, like literally like a 1/4 cup. Yeah. So bear with me. I'm just gonna blend this really quickly.
Some folks were asking if it could be vegan, and earlier when Daisy was in, she was saying instead of using, today she's using a chicken broth to make the soup, but you can use all those vegetables and then you can use a vegetarian's broth. The leftovers, you can do this at home, or you can go to your store and buy the vegetarian broth that's out there as well. So it's make it totally 100% vegan.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to do vegan, the only difference is the stock, and the stock you can easily make it like celery, onion, carrots, mushrooms, and bring it in a stock pot to a boil, and then strain it, and that'll make you a really hearty veggie stock.
Thank you, Marilena.
now I'm gonna move us into the kitchen and show you how I sear the veggies and get everything going. So bear with me while I transition into the kitchen with you guys.
Daisy got a huge order, so Marilena was kind to step in for Daisy until she gets back with us.
Let me take this out for you guys. Sorry.
So I'm just moving all the ingredients over. So before you start searing the vegetables, what you want to do is heat up the pot and don't put in the oil before the pot is hot, because then you'll just have the oil just will start to burn before you can actually start putting things. So I let it heat up for about like 3 or 4 minutes until it's hot. I put in the oil, so I'm gonna keep just moving the ingredients over and we'll let this heat up a little bit.
Yeah, what I usually do is like to make sure the pot is hot, I grab some water and just kind of like pour it on the pot. And if it steams, then I know it's ready to go.
I also have my jalapeno, so I will start roasting it. I'll put it on the, at home what I would do is I would just put it on top of the burner and just flip it with like with tongues. Here I have the plancha, so I'll put it there for a couple minutes and let it roast. So this is pretty hot, so I'll put in like a tablespoon of oil, so just to coat the bottom. And I'll throw in the onion. And you want that sizzle. Off the beat, you want that sizzle. You know, it's like. And then I want to add some salt at this point because it releases the humidity in the onion, so it'll just help it cook more evenly. And then I'll do the celery.
How long do you let it cook there just with the vegetables?
Say that one more time.
How long do you let that combination there cook for?
I'd say like 3 minutes, just until they become like tender. Can you see into the pot?
Yeah, I can see the pot.
Okay, so these are starting to look nice and clear and tender. So what I'll do, I put salt, and then I'll put some black pepper, which is a 1/4 teaspoon. And then also about a 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano. And I'll just lower the heat a little bit so it keeps cooking evenly. So now I have some garlic. I have 2 garlic cloves, and I have this little thing that presses the garlic through. You could chop it, but this just helps make that process easier. So 2 garlic cloves. finely chopped or grated like this.
Marilena, I think
Like
the back burner's on. It's like full blast in the back behind behind the pot. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes.
It's okay.
So the garlic looks like this, and then once I have that, I'm gonna put in 15 ounces of diced tomatoes, and you can dice tomatoes or use canned. Either way, I'm using canned today. This is what the restaurant uses. So 15 ounces of diced tomatoes. And I'll let that cook together for like a minute. And then after this, we'll put the blend of roasted tomatoes in here. And this is what the roasted jalapeno looks like. It's nice and brown, or dark. So.
How many pots of soup do you guys make a week there at the restaurant?
Say that one more time.
How many pots of soup do you guys make a week at the restaurant?
Oh, I think, Deysi, do you know how many pots of this you guys make a week in the restaurant?
Hot?
Yeah, like quarts, I guess.
We do about 12 quarts, I would say on a weekly basis. Because we serve it in 16-ounce bowls. And then we top it up with tortillitas. And yeah, that's about it.
So now that this is cooked down, I will add the tomato that we blended. And the chicken stock. So like I said, the chicken stock or veggie broth you can make by just if you have chicken, use the bones and boil it down with some veggies, celery, carrot, onions. No salt. I never put salt in my spoon, in my veggie broth. Let me go grab another spoon, guys. This is gonna simmer for about 5 minutes, and then I'll add the veggies. So because this is a wider pot, it's gonna boil much faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and add potatoes. That'll be chopped. And zucchini. And then I also have the cabbage chopped up, but I won't add that yet because I wanted to have like I still want to have texture by the time it's done boiling. So I'll let this boil. So while that's boiling, I'm gonna take our jalapeno onto the cutting board and chop it up to add it to the soup. So depends if you like spicy food. I like it a medium bit. So I'll just chop it through the sides. It depends how much of the seed you put in. That'll make it more spicy, depending on your likeness. So what I'll do is just put half. And then we'll be able to take that into the pot. So this is gonna boil. I'm gonna say, sorry about that. Another 20 minutes until the potatoes are nice and cooked, and then so this is just cooked for another 20 minutes until the potatoes are done. So
I'm gonna take over. How are you guys? Thank you for that.
Thank you, Marilena.
I know, she's great. So she's just gonna be putting, I think we're doing what, jalapeno?
yeah, the jalapeno into the pot.
Yeah.
I just learned something. Usually when I cook with jalapenos, I cut it in half and then spoon it out. But I saw how she did like a bell pepper, just did quadrants.
Oh, the little, yeah, she diced it up, the jalapeno.
Yeah.
So I learned something new today. No more spoons.
So, I mean, that's really it for now. I mean, if we can wait a little bit longer, but we have the soup ready for you, so let us serve it for you. How is everybody? I don't know. I wish I could talk to them. Like, yeah, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us more what your offerings are. Besides, I know you have Taco Tuesdays or Taquito Tuesdays that are de papa, right?
Yeah, we have taquitos, Taquito Tuesday. And that's so it's every Tuesday we're getting our tortilla from Kernel Truth, which is local. They're right in front of Milpa, which is beautiful. So please hit them up for your needs and masa and so forth. We have seating back, which is kind of nice. So you get to see, now we have a few little chairs, which is nice after having them, as we repurpose the kitchen when we're doing the meals for the homeless. And today we got some shipment in for Wednesdays, which we're doing the housing trust. We're doing the 550 meals. And so they were nice enough to bring us, which is pasta sauce. We have a lot of apples. And if you notice, it's been all repurposed in the bag. We have no seating on this section, but that's kind of a little bit of what we're doing.
Where exactly are you located for our guests?
Yeah, so we're on Cesar Chavez and Mott, which is right after Soto. It's between Soto and Cesar Chavez. Address is 2633 Cesar Chavez Avenue, Los Angeles, California. And so yeah, we're super close to
what are your hours?
11 to 6. So we're open 11 to 6. We're off on Wednesdays for the same reason that we're doing the meals. And we never opened Sundays, and we're doing it now, which is kind of exciting.
So can we come in and dine in, or it's still takeout?
So we're doing both. Dine-in, we can sit about 4 to 6 people, but definitely takeout. We're not doing delivery unless we're doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Postmates. But that's about it for that. Online ordering has been great too. So
can you share your website and your Facebook address or your Instagram as well for us?
Yeah, so our website is milpagrille.com. Our Instagram is at Milpa Grille. So it's pretty simple there. Make sure you do the grill with the E at the end though. We get that confused. But yeah. So we're finishing up. Oh my gosh, it's boiling at this point. So I'm doing that. Oh yeah. So she's doing the corn right now.
The roasted corn, which will go into the pot.
But I remember Daisy had another trick up her sleeve. I remember asking her about her corn. You say that you boil your corn and then you grill?
Yeah, so we do it so we put it in a pot, which I was doing, we were catching up. We did 100 bowls this morning, so bear with me on catching up as well. But we put it right in the pot with some water. Once it starts boiling, then we transfer it over to the grill without the husk. So we definitely peel it. It does give it a different flavor. It turns sweeter. So don't make it, you know how usually they just let it boil and then the husk turns yellow. That gives it it removes the sweet, like you just don't taste it anymore. And then you lose that flavor. But yeah, we boil it and then put it on the grill.
Yum.
Beautiful.
And then you also do esquites.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny, you know, we've done a lot of like the esquites and it seems like a lot of people like the grilled, which is more work in a sense, pero yeah, I don't know, we don't sell a lot of steamed corn, you would think, because your paletero, your lotero is usually that, which I love it as well, pero. So she's setting up right here, so we're gonna do a little soup. Maybe you're able to see there. She's adding some cilantro. Obviously, this is really up to you if you want to add any of this, or the limón, por ejemplo. Y pones tu elotito, y ya. So that is
amazing.
Yeah. So that is your end result.
Yeah, so that is what the Milpa Soup looks like. I have been, like I said, involved with Milpa for about 2 months, and everything I try here is so delicious. And I haven't tried the Milpa Soup, so I'm very excited, and I'm really glad I got to spend this time with you guys and show you how to cook the Milpa Soup.
Thank you, Marilena. Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
It was easy, right?
Yes, I can't wait to make it at home, get my veggies and put it in a pot.
Sí, todo. Mira, la sopa ya está. We're almost there. You want to add the cabbage to this one? Or está bien? We're just going to finish it up de una vez. Yum, yum, yum. Okay.
Well, Daisy, you need to keep us posted on all the good stuff that you're doing for the community, and thank you so much.
No, I appreciate it.
And all you do.
No, thank you for the support, and you know, it's you just have to be proactive, and especially in the times of need.
Absolutely.
But I get it. You know, we're scared. A pandemic. It's you know, you don't want to be outside. I have 2 kids, so I had a lot coming from my mother-in-law and my husband, like, what are you doing outside and doing this and that? But you know, you have to risk it a little bit because you gain a lot and the community needs it. So I'm definitely glad.
You got to give to get.
Yeah.
You got to give to get.
Oh, yes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, like, please let me know. Do follow the Instagram page. We're posting a lot there regarding events that are happening in the community. We're doing despensa, so we're posting that. Café Rebelde, which is another business, local business, they're doing despensa. So we try to keep that info flowing as well through Instagram, not just us, because there's a lot of people in need, especially, you know, East LA, Boyle Heights. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much for sharing your kitchen. I hope folks go and visit. Absolutely delicious with Taco Tuesday de Papa and her soup and her elotes and all the other goody stuff, and her aguas are delicious as well. Everything she does. Lots of love.
And National Corn on the Cob Day. That's happening June 11th. So we're doing our grilled corn on the cob for $1, which is exciting. We did it last year, pero esta vez sí. So we're doing our nopalitos. I don't know if you guys are okay. I'm going to share my stuff. Vente. This is Jenny.
Your staff. I saw you have an all-women staff. Girl power, right?
I do. So this is Jenny. She is she's my number 1. She's so shy, so humble. And then we have a 6-year-old who I feel 17 tomorrow. that I feel needs to be within the rest of the group to understand like hard work and just kind of be with other females and empower her too. I feel
Absolutely.
she's not there yet, but it's okay. I love you. And that's it. And you have Maria Elena, and so she'll become she's been on board. She's been amazing and prepping all those meals, and so I'm blessed. Love
One
you.
more time, your address and
So
your hours.
it's 2633 East Cesar Chavez Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90033. And then our hours are from 11 to 6 p.m. Monday, every day except the Wednesday. So that'll be easiest.
And everybody they'll be sending, Abelardo will be so kind, he's gonna send everybody the recipe, today's recipe, so we can replicate this
Perfect.
soup at home.
So you'll get it from Jimena. And if any questions, please message us through Instagram. I think we're pretty good at responding. Any questions regarding community events, please do so as well. And we'll share all that info through there.
Thank you, Deysi. Maria Elena, mil gracias. Thank you for helping us out today.
No, thank you guys for having us. See you later.
Bye now.
Bye. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Deysi, Maria Elena. Thank you, Jimena, very much. Thanks everybody who tuned in today, either on Zoom or on Facebook Live. We had a few comments here. Let's see, from Michelle, mouth-watering, can't wait to cook it at home and also visit your place.
Gracias.
To our health. We have Eva Rocios dialing in from Virginia Beach. So we're national. We're national here. Irma Escobar liked Jimena's water test. Tried and true method of checking to see if the pot is hot and ready. And so thank you so much. We have posted the recipe on the Facebook event page, on the Zoom event page, but we also will post it on our Facebook page. All registrants to our Zoom will get an email and it'll include the recipe as well. And if you just send us an email at info@lapca.org and we'll send you the recipe there too. And then when this video is posted on our YouTube channel, it'll include the recipe as well. So thank you so much. This is a great way to start our 7th week with En Casa con la Plaza. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Gracias.
Sure. Let's see what we have in store for the upcoming couple sessions to come. This Wednesday, unfortunately, we had a cancellation due to some circumstances, but on Friday, the return of Dan Guerrero's happy hour, this time with a special guest, La Marisol. La Marisol from La Santa Cecilia. She'll be talking about her journey from singing on Olvera Street as a child to standing ovations everywhere from the Hollywood Bowl to Disney Hall to the Kennedy Center. So Dan Guerrero, you know Dan, he's going to get a lot of information, a lot of cheese out of her. So that's this Friday night at 7 o'clock on Zoom and Facebook Live. And then next week, a green chile tamal cooking demonstration with our good friend Sandy Romero from Mama's Tamales and Tacos 2. Same time at 3 o'clock next Monday, June 15th. If you haven't caught all of our sessions, you could go to our website, lapca.org, and we have all of our Zoom sessions, which are now, this is number 21, believe it or not, which they're all there. Dan Guerrero, I can't remember. There's just so many, but they're all there. Also on our YouTube at La Plaza LA, on Facebook at La Plaza LA. Check us out on Instagram at La Plaza LA. And we'd like to thank, of course, the 3 of you who helped us out, but our sponsors who've made this all possible, AARP California and Walmart. And then of course our staff who's getting ready to spread some good news. Hopefully within a month or two, something special is gonna happen there at our location right across from Olvera Street. So for now, muchas gracias a todos. Please be safe. If you're gonna be out in the streets, be safe, be powerful, be there for our community, just like we hope we are for you.
Yep.
Hasta luego, nos vemos.
Gracias, Deysi.
Bye.
Gracias, Abelardo. Thank you.